Alright, so we do have a new dog training collar here. You can see here it's 2-piece. This retails for about 20 to 25 bucks. I'll throw a link in the description if you find it useful or helpful. If you want to train your dog to be, an indoor pet rather, that's what we're going to use this for. We're not going to use it in the video, so don't worry. About 250 milliamp, 240 milliamp as well. Obviously, if you have 2 dogs, this is good. If you have 1 dog, it's still good because you don't have to use both of them simultaneously always. But you can switch between dog 1 and dog 2, just so you know. And I think you could do both of them at the same time as well. The packaging is very, very simple. Let's go ahead and unbox it. All right, so it's just in a black box after the sleeve. So you open it, you have everything included. So this is the shock collar. You have 2 of those. Those are the little shock pieces, so these pieces will touch like the skin, and it'll just give it a little shock. It feels weird. If you guys know, if you played that one game, like an arcade where you have to hold the handles and take as much electricity as possible, it's kind of like that, but you don't feel it coming. That's how to describe that. You also do have a charging port right here, which is magnetic. So this is the I don't know what these are, but you have these as well. You have the charging cable, which, like I mentioned, it is magnetic. So let's go ahead and show you this. All right, so it's just one USB-A port, which is a fast charging one, and then you do have 2 of them split-ended, which is nice. So you can charge both of them at the same time right here. Pretty good. And it only goes in one way. You can't turn it this way. It'll just go in like that. So that's how you charge them. You have this piece as well. I have no idea what this is. You have whatever this is. And then you also do have some more pieces. I don't know what these are. But you have all those little bags right there. You also do have this little lanyard here. Little piece. So that way you can put this on the bottom of the device. So this is the device. It's like a walkie-talkie. Just take that off, and this just basically tells you how to use it and whatever. This, I did break it on accident, so my bad. But this would be on here, and then you could clip it to your belt or whatever. And that's also a whistle. So yeah, I accidentally broke that. So first things first, you can only charge 2 of the collars at the same time, or you can charge 1 of the receiver and 1 of the collar. So you can't charge all 3 at once. It's weird because you can see here they're about the same milliamp reach. So you'll probably be needing to charge all 3 at once. But this is the design that they went with. And there's no secondary way to charge it either. It's only magnetic, which is weird. They should have put like USB-C on this one and then the magnetic ones on these ones. So right now there's a lock switch right here on the side. Up is to unlock it, down is to lock it. On the left hand side you do have the adjustment, so you can change how intense you want it to be, 1 through 16 on both vibrating as well as the shock. So if we press the shock button right now, oh my gosh, that genuinely scared me. I didn't know it was connected. So yeah, you've seen it. You can hear it as well. If I put it on the table, you can see it activate with that green dot. You also do have that shock one, which it's on level 1. I don't recommend start your dog off with like a super high number, because if you go to 16, it's gonna probably hurt them. So I'd probably start off low for the shocking, but don't even do shocking unless you really have to. There's a button here on the top, so turn it on. I would start off with the vibrating. So start off like really low, start off like at 1. And then once you get up to 16, if he doesn't still listen, he or she doesn't listen still, then you can use shock. But start off at 1, just so you know, give them a little, like, hey, a little shove. Because, some dogs don't listen. And then you can switch between the first one and the second one right here. So right now it's on the dog 1, and it shows the battery percentage as well as the mode. You can press and hold it, and it'll go to dog 2. So dog 1, it'll remain the same memory. Dog 2, pretty cool. So now, I don't know if this one's on, but let's go ahead and try it. There we go. It looks like it auto turned on. So this is 1, 16. You can hear it a lot more. So let me show you that difference again. So this is 1, and this is 16. It's not crazy, but it does give you you know, a little bit of a push. So this is the collar here. We're gonna go over an overview of it. It's a rugged design, so you can pretty much put this on a big dog and they'll be okay. You do have these little, I guess, nylon straps or whatever, little buckle right here, and same thing like a belt design where you tuck away the excess, like that way it doesn't drag. You tuck it under here and then you're good to go, and you can adjust it however you want. You do have this standard belt right here, so you can clip it pretty easily, and you can adjust it from both sides, the left or the right, and they both have the little adjustment right here. This one is a little loose, I can see it coming off eventually, but that's what that is. And then obviously you have the button here on the top, which you can turn it on or off. There we go. Red means it's off, so now it shouldn't. There we go. Yeah, it's not working. So now let's go back to the first one. There we go. Don't know what any of these things do. We will find out. Yeah, I don't know what this does. I'm assuming that's what that means. Like, you can block them, so when they're turned off, you just put these in here. Oh, okay, you can adjust the size. That makes sense. So they'll actually feel this since it's going to conduct it. That's interesting. Very interesting. Per collar, just adjust this. And then, you know, if you don't want them to shock accidentally or whatever, just use these rubber guards. That way, you know, people won't accidentally press them a bunch of times. And I think there's 2 different sizes as well. So that makes more sense. So those are the smaller ones and these are the bigger ones. So yeah, let's see if this will shock still. And shock, yeah, it doesn't work anymore. Yeah, okay, so it's a safeguard. And if you take it off, I don't want to try it. I really don't. But just for scientific measurement, I don't feel it still. Probably have to do it at a higher number. I'm not gonna try it. Because I've tried it before. It's a little, it's weird. It just feels weird. It doesn't hurt at all. It just feels really weird. Like I mentioned before, it's like that game. But yeah, I still don't know what this does, but we do know what the rest of it does. Alright, so hopefully that did help you guys out with finding a nice dog collar. It's safe for humans as well, just to test on yourself, like the shocking and vibrating function. It's safe enough. Don't use it on humans. It says not to use it on humans. Don't like abuse this like crazy. But it's really, really cool. So this is the remote. It's like a walkie-talkie. It's pretty cool in comparison to a phone. It's smaller. The actual device is smaller than a phone, but the antenna adds a little bit more. And the range, I have no idea what the range is. IPX7, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. Oh, also, there is a button here for sound, so you can increase the sound. I should probably show that off real quick. So let me turn this one on. So we have the sound here. There we go. So turn it up. So it has a 0 on it, but you can turn the volume from 1, 2. So that's pretty cool that you can alarm them as well. Just different levels of you know, craziness. So you have the beginning, which is just a beep, which is green, orange, and then red. You'd rarely ever want to use the shock one because it's not kind, I would say. It's very, very alarming. So I would start off with sound maybe, then do the vibration, and then like the last resort, use the shock. But for the most of the time, you'll just use these rubber guards anyways, just so people don't accidentally press that shock button a bunch of times. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.